Wilburn.
It goes lights, camera, action when I step into the limelight. Easily adapted to the high life. Dressed to impress like it's prom night. And when you live in top shelf, you know you gotta set the bar high. Had the same dreams since we was kids. Big jips, big cars, and even bigger cribs. Never thought that it would happen just the way it did. Fast forward that now, it's just the way we live. That's good food and drinks. My mood makes you think that this life's made for a king. The room starts to shake, so smooth if you blink, you might just miss the whole thing. It's just a different way to move than the high life.
Yeah, John likes to talk. He's a good guy. I tell you, when you listen to him, he's got a lot of history about Bethesda, about Marshall, about the school system. And he's a great educator. He really was. And he did a fine job while he was in the public school system. And when he got out, he did a super job on the city council.
Well, it's something we had to do. Our parents and relatives and things all were church-going people, and they always took us with us. Wherever they went, they took us. They wouldn't allow us to stay at home by ourselves and end up getting in trouble mingling with others. So they made sure we were in good hands by hands-on. Everywhere they went, we had to go, whether fishing or what. So they go to church, we knew there was going to be church every day. Every week. However, I will say this, I did attend my mother's church, which was Old Border, down in Jonesville. I went there when I didn't go here. Like I said, they didn't leave me at home by ourselves, and I think they met twice a month, church twice a month. So twice a month I would go there and I would cry because I didn't want to go there. I wanted to join Bethesda. This is where I attended Sunday school, BYPU, and everything else. But she was from old school. She wanted me to be baptized where she was baptized, the same pond, remember the same church and all. And finally, when I did, then she told me I could go and join Bethesda. So that's what happened. But actually, to me, I've been a member all my life here.
Yes, sir.
Well, I applied for a job here when I graduated from Wiley College in '57, and actually I graduated in '56, but '57 is when I applied for a job, and I was denied because we had, during that time, swimming pool. We had integration was talked about then. And Dr. Macmillan initiated, got some fellows from Wiley, went down and integrated the swimming pool. And so the superintendent decided to ask the president to fire Dr. Macmillan, which he refused to do, so he retaliated by not hiring, got all the superintendents together in this area, and so they wouldn't hire any people from Wiley College. So as a result, I may not have gotten a job anyway, but definitely nobody was hired in the Marsh school system that year, '57. Well, James and I really came up together. We were sisters and brothers children, and I know we had a cousin who claimed she was going to get him a job. He was working at Pope Rubber Company out on Highway 80 West. And I knew we had the same major. And as a result, when
tit for tat off each other to make sure they got their point across. And I used to enjoy going there to get my hair cut. And even though some of my friends would wonder why would I go there, because I enjoyed Mr. Flanagan, I enjoyed Mr. Wilburn. I think they're got free entertainment and you got a good haircut.
You can't beat those two companies.
Can't beat those two. And like I said, I just love Mr. Wilburn and I love Mr. Flanagan. And I think they're both two wonderful gentlemen. I'm glad I had they're part of my life anyway.
Volunteered for slow students because I had problems when I was starting school. I had an aunt who was a teacher. My dad was killed by lightning when I was 4 years old. And my aunt and my mother's sister didn't have any children, took me in, and I immediately discovered that since she was a teacher, she wanted me to be smart. And I guess I was on the lazy side, so I'd go and take my whipping and she'd get my lesson. I'd rather take a whipping than to get my lesson. And that's what she did. And then somebody stole my little tablet when I was in the 4th grade. Never shall get my little blue composition tablet. I had everything. All my lessons were written by my aunt. And so the teacher called on me. I didn't know anything. Naturally, I panicked too. And I didn't know a thing. The kids laughing at me and all, boy, and that woke me up. So I had a good 1st grade teacher that had taught me earlier. So I had enough sense to go to her and ask her for help. And rather than taking PE, we got permission for me to stay in her class so I could get tutoring. And then on, I finished the elementary school with honors. And that's how big a change that was made from that day forward. I'm very appreciative of the members that I've met, and some have gone by the wayside, but some things that they left with me are still there that I cherish, and it helps me in my daily living by knowing and seeing what they had done and the advice they have given me and the way they lived. It's not, they said, a lived sermon is much better than a preached sermon. And through those people, I saw a lot of living going on. Matter of fact, they, like I said, were very helpful. And the key was when I was coming up, it just understood you get an education. So that's how you got out of poverty. We were not integrated then. We didn't have all these modern things. We walked a long way to school. We walked a mile to school or better. The only people who had buses during that time were the people who lived in the rural. City folks, I don't care how you live, 3-4 miles, Greg's Ditch, Scott's Ditch, wherever you live, you walk to school. Rain, shine, sleet, snow. And they prepared us for all of the downfall that you have by saying, remember, God is with you. You can't fail. And God's with you. So it gives you strength. Even when you get down, you think about that. When you want to give up, you think about that. You can't fail. How can I fail? He's not a loser, regardless of how it is. And I try to spread that question you asked me a long time ago. I tried to spread that to my children and their friends as they came around. I was blessed that I had a big backyard, and all of my children friends came there to play, so I could keep a handle on them, play in the back playing. I also coached Little League and all that too, so that stayed me in contact with my children peers as well as their parents. So I had it both ways. that way, plus I was a teacher, a church-going person and all, and how can you lose? So all that was contribute to my success, I suppose.